Welcome back to Let's Get Tipsy.
I'm Priscilla.
I'm Fernando. And this is a podcast where we get a little bit tipsy, talk about random topics because
we can.
Because we can. So
it's been an eventful week for us, huh?
It really has. This week, it was just a lot.
It was. So we had snow.
We finally got snow after 5 years, I think.
It used to always hit around March, but with climate change, you never know nowadays.
Yeah, so we got some now in January, and it was fun.
I wouldn't use the word fun. It was nice to see. But I saw one of my friend's stories say, "Oh, it's all pretty when you see it through a window," and he was in the middle of the road. I related so hard to that.
Yeah, basically, okay, so it snowed, and I was in the house, and I was like, I want to go out in the snow. I was like, but I don't have a reason to go out. And then I texted my brother. I was like, you want a cup of coffee? Because we were just drinking coffee. And he was like, no. I was like, I need an excuse to go out. He's like, fine. So we took him that, me and my mom. And then I was like, wait, I need to charge my car anyway. So let's just go over to charge. Go over to charge. Mind you, the roads are still full of snow and ice. They're like covered. You can't see the road. It's covered in snow. And I was like, okay, well, we'll just take it slow. Got there to near the area, perfectly fine. But then I'm taking a right turn, like literally already in like the parking lot almost. I took a right turn and I was like, why am I sliding? Suddenly I'm in the other lane and there's a car coming. But luckily they were coming slow and I was able to like get traction again and move over.
Luckily Teslas are heavy.
Yeah. So yeah, and then made it back perfectly fine as well. So, and then after that, went back to my uncle's house, went sledding.
Oh, nice.
We ended up going to a different area that had like a big hill and like sledding down that, so it was super fun. But then the next day my arm was sore.
Oh.
So yeah, that was my snow day. What about yours?
I learned how to drive based on hopes and dreams. That's how I got to that point.
Yeah.
My typical 15-minute commute to work turned into 40 minutes.
Oh, God.
And I remember arriving. No one was at my job. Apparently, we had an off day, but nobody bothered to tell me. But I literally was checking my boss's location because I have a location. And I was like, she's home. And then I saw another little bubble in the corner, and I was like, Fernando is like 30 minutes away. I just fought for my life to get here, and he's just willy-nilly going out to get food. He was at a Charger, but
yeah, it seemed like I was at a Chick-fil-A. And I would have pulled up, but Chick-fil-A was closed.
They had the decency to tell their workers.
Right.
No, but I've never realized how much I wasn't used to driving in the snow until my car was slipping, and I was like, oh, I hope my little crackers that I went to the store for were worth it. Because I went past my house and I was like, well, the store is only 10 minutes away. Typically, like, I make it there in 10 minutes. And then it took me 30. Because all of a sudden I realized that with snow, there's no traction.
Yeah.
Who would have thought? Why would that not be a known fact, huh?
I feel like it might.
My Miss Invincible over here thought she could just go and get her crackers. Took me an hour to get back home.
Oh, God.
And like I said, I was like thinking to myself, jeez, if I die, my story is going to be really tragic. How does she go? She was driving on the road. Wow, it must have been an emergency. No, she wanted crackers for her salad.
Oh my God.
That would have been sad because all my salad ingredients were right next to me. It would have been known.
They would have found you with the salad ingredients on the side. Yeah, because the whole time I was like picturing, I was like, oh, what if I slide off the road into a ditch right now? I was like, well, I guess I already know what it takes to get out of mud or get stuck. I didn't want to go through that again, so I was taking it really slow.
But it was fun regardless. I tried to go out in the snow and play in the yard with my boyfriend. However, it was cold.
It was.
I'm not a kid anymore. I can't hold a snowball and actually play with it. I would just try to like tap it lightly, and then my hands would be freezing cold.
And then the thing with the snow that fell, it was very fluffy, so you couldn't even get like something to form.
Mm-hmm.
But trust me, when I went out, I had like 4 layers on top and bottom because I was like, I'm not going through any cold. The only thing that suffered cold was my feet because I double layered. Well, I had like snow boots.
Oh, nice.
But they were like plastic material on the bottom, so my feet were still cold.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, I was fine. But yeah, that was our snow day. And then, did you do anything else throughout the week?
Throughout the week, aside from just staying at home and resting, I did experience some trauma whenever it was my off day. And I put the GPS, I trusted GPS with my life a little too much because I threw the first address I saw up there.
Oh.
And I was like, oh, I'm going to the main city. That's fine. I love that city. I'm always in that city. That's where I go get boba. And I'm driving and I'm like, this doesn't look like my college town in which I reside. I like to reside in. The closer I get there, I'm like, well, the GPS is telling me to go here. I gotta trust the process. And
Trust
then
the process.
when I am in the middle of the worst, I am in the sticks, but worse.
But worse.
I look around and I go, this isn't where I was trying to go.
Oh God.
But I was like, nah, let me try to make the most of it. I go into a Walmart because I needed something from Walmart. And at this point, enough things have happened. Nobody drove properly and everybody was looking at me weird. And I remember texting our group chat and saying, guys, I'm scared. I don't like it here. Take me out of here. Take me back to where I belong. I hate it here. And then one of my friends goes, oh, you're at that Walmart. Be careful.
Be careful.
And then Fernando texts me.
And I was like, oh, yeah, that's the Walmart across the charger that I was at one time. And then, like, some random person came up to my window and was knocking. And I put it down.
A crackhead.
I put it down and they were, like, talking and, like, spitting all over my window. Yeah, that Walmart.
I was like, why would you guys tell me this? Now I'm on edge trying to, like, get a worker to assist me. The worker that was there to assist, she was like, I'm on lunch. And I was like, okay, I'm so sorry. Let me go find someone else. I go find someone else, and they were like, oh, the worker that is supposed to assist you on that, on electronics, she should be at her desk. And I was like, yeah, she told me she's on lunch. And the lady was like, well, you have to wait. Okay, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
So I go back to electronics. As I'm going back to electronics, I start hearing someone, like, whispering next to me, get the door. Get the door. I turn around and I'm like, I'm sorry?
God.
And I see this little kid, he's like 20. And then he progressively gets louder and almost starts shouting, get the door at me. And obviously he's talking to me, so I start freaking out. And he's not like conversating with me outside of get the door. Mind you, we're in the middle of the hall. There was no door to open. So I start walking faster and he keeps walking faster behind me. He's right behind me. And I just take a detour through a hallway because I was like, if he starts following me through this hallway, like, I'm going to start sprinting.
Yeah.
I go down the hall and then he keeps on walking on the same path that he was in, still screaming, get the door. And nobody's doing anything. The customers are kind of looking like, oh, it's one of those, huh?
It's another one.
And the workers don't even glance at him. That lady that told me to wait,
God.
not the one that told me to wait, but the one that was on lunch, she looks up from her phone and goes, and goes back to texting.
Oh my God.
I wish I would have recorded it because I wish I could have sent it to the group chat. I was about to, but I was like, this one is going to get me killed for sure. If I approach the guy anymore, I'm going to get stabbed. So I'd rather not. I was going to get food after. Forgot about the hunger. I was just like, nope.
Forgot about the hunger.
Not hungry. I just want to go home,
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I've heard. I mean, that happened to me across the road, and I've heard many things about that Walmart too. So I'm like, yeah. Literally, when I go charger, I charge the minimum to get to the next charger because I'm like, no thanks, I don't want to be here.
What did Stacy say the name was? Stabbies?
Stabbies, I think.
Bro.
They're like, yeah. She was like, yeah, that Walmart has a nickname. It's Stabbies.
Stabbies, because
You know.
people get stabbed.
Yeah, casually,
Jeez.
But that is crazy.
Outside of that, my week was pretty uneventful.
Yeah, except for yesterday.
Yeah.
So we had this plan already to go out yesterday, aka Saturday. And because my birthday's coming up, and we were like, oh, let's just go out and do something. And we ended up going to, well, we went to go eat first. Because we were like, we were arriving to
Where we were meant to go.
And we're like, actually, we're hungry first, so let's go eat. The place that we were going to didn't close until 1, so we were like, well, let's just go eat first, because what if the place closes? Yeah, we got time. So we went to eat. We went to a ramen bar, I guess, like a ramen place.
However, mention how undecisive we are, because we didn't know where we were going at any point in time.
Yeah, because, well, the issue was, I kept getting asked, like, oh, where do you want to go eat? It's just for your birthday, so, like, where do you choose? I was like, no.
No.
Don't
Not
make
this.
me choose.
Anything but this.
I was like, are y'all craving anything? Like, is there something in particular? Nope. Great.
Awesome. I was craving sushi, but Fernando has a shellfish allergy, so I was like, let me keep my mouth shut on this one. And we were, when we were supposed to meet up, one of our friends, like, at the time, we were supposed to meet at 3. At 3:03,
Oh, yeah.
Stacy texts us, hey guys, where are we meeting up to head out?
Meanwhile, I'm like 20 minutes away. Priya's at her house, and she's like in the middle of everything. I was like, oh, good question.
Good question. I was still getting ready.
I was literally about to like drive off, and I'm like, oh wait, actually, where are we meeting? Stacy ended up being the center point, so
Yeah.
we met there.
And on the way there, we also went through this little new game that we found that we enjoy.
Yeah, it's an iMessage game, no?
Yeah, it's an iMessage game.
Pre found this iMessage game, and literally throughout the drive there and the drive back, we were playing that game the whole time.
But we can go to that after we finish the story.
Yeah, we'll be back to that. But yeah, we go to this ramen place. We order our food, whatever, and I think Stacy and you got an appetizer. So we were just gonna share the appetizer, so I was like, okay. So Stacy got some, like, what was it?
It was
Some like
pork belly fries.
Pork belly fries, which were really good.
They were.
And then
I got spicy garlic edamame because I've never tried it, and I was like, oh, that seems fun. This is the perfect time to try it.
Yeah, and I had always seen that as well. Like, I've seen it on TikTok. I've seen it, like, in the menu before. And I was like, I wonder what that tastes like, but I'm not too adventurous to try it. And then Pre got it.
Yep, I sure did.
So they bring it out.
And I was like, ooh, that looks good. Grab my little chopsticks. Chomp. Fernando looks at me and he goes,
I was like, I was waiting because I was like, maybe she's going to, like, take the skin out or something, but at this point I was like, I also don't know how to eat it, so like maybe she knows, because she confidently just ate the whole thing. And then I was like, she didn't get the skin out.
He's like, are you supposed to eat the whole thing? And I look at him and I look at the bowl of edamame, and then I start thinking about how rough it was to actually swallow it.
Because, mind you, they gave us the bowl of the edamame, and they gave us another empty bowl.
I thought it was for sharing.
Yeah, because to be fair, with the fries, they give us extra little plates. So I also thought maybe for sharing, but also what's the point? They only gave us one, and we're 3.
Yep.
And then she Googles it, and sure enough, you're not supposed to eat the whole thing.
I don't think I'm supposed to.
Oh my god.
That's. I didn't die, so I mean.
Yeah, I mean, I think you're fine, but after that, we ate it like you're supposed to.
Now we know.
Now we know, and they were really good.
That was super good.
Yeah. And then I got me a drink as well while we were there, but it wasn't great.
But as we were sitting there, we were sitting in the bar. I remember hearing the girl go, "Wait, what goes in here?" And the guy going, "Oh, you're supposed to put like 2 ounces of this, 5 ounces of this, da 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 da." We don't think that she made it right.
I don't think so, because even when so we were at the bar, so they were right in front of us. I heard that conversation too, where he was like, "Oh, did you add this, this?" And then she goes to hand it to me. She's like, "Isn't it a little bit of a different cup?" But she was like, "So I'm sorry about that." I was like, "Oh, you're good." Drank it, tasted like hand sanitizer.
Hand sanitizer. And thing is, it's not like we're picky on alcohol either.
Yeah. Because, like, I was still down to drink the whole thing, but I just so happened to also order a pineapple juice. So I was like, you know what? That would probably go good. Mix it together, and that tasted good.
Yeah, so after we finished eating, then we were going to go to Frankie's, which I've never been there. It's like an arcade. In case you don't know, it's an arcade game made for adults, like adult Chuck E. Cheese.
Pretty much.
But they don't give you pizza, which kind of sucks, but...
Yeah, well, they do have a like little cafe area where you could, I guess, buy some, but we had just ate, so like we're not doing that.
Yeah, what's the point?
So we pull up and we were like, oh, what do we even do here? Like,
what is there to do?
What is there to do? But it's just an arcade, so we literally just loaded up a card and we all just went playing around random games.
We eventually found our way through.
Yeah.
Every time that we would drift off and I disappear, they would know where to find me.
Yeah.
There was this piano game that I fell in love with that I was getting super competitive in. There was no point. I kept losing.
It's literally an app too. Like, it's the piano tile app, but like in an arcade game.
It was super fun though.
It was fun though. And then we also rode like the little bumper cars that they have inside.
$10 is crazy though.
$10. Yeah, I was like, I had just reloaded my card. I was like, oh, okay, so I got like, I have $12 in my card right now. And then we do that, go to another game, and it said $2 left. I was like, that game was $10. But it was fun though, so
yeah, I just wish we had talked about it and we could all sit in different corners and then speed as fast as we could to each other. I feel
oh yeah, fun. we should have, yeah. But yeah, I mean, we did that. It was too easy to reload the card. We kept going back and being like, reload.
Now I see how casinos work. This is why I don't gamble.
Yeah. And then by the end of it, I got like from my tickets that I got. Oh, also, Stacy got the jackpot on on one of the spinning things.
Acknowledge her enough at Frankie's.
Yeah.
Either.
She literally like went on her own, and then we found her. She's like, "Oh, I just got the jackpot."
Like 1,000 tickets.
1,000 tickets.
I ended the night with 500 tickets.
I ended the night with 300 tickets.
She got the jackpot and a lucky shot. Good for her, though. I was super happy for her.
Yeah, I was like, whoa.
But then she spent it all on candy.
Oh, my God.
Could have gotten a stuffed animal or something.
Yeah, because then we went to the little item shop. I just got like a squishy hand ice, cold and ice hand warmer or something.
Hot and cold
hand thing. But I just got it for this like squishy aspect because I was like, I'm not actually gonna use it for that. And then some candy. I only had enough for 2 pieces of candy.
I only had enough for 3, so we started heading back after that.
Yeah, we started heading back and we started playing that game again.
So basically the game is in which I come up with like a word or I name something and I write it down. I try to write it down that way it's fair, just to make sure that no one cheats, because I have really devious cousins that used to love to cheat.
Oh my God.
So I always have to have some backup as to how I'm not cheating.
Like be like, see?
Yeah, because if I'm winning, I'm cheating. That's how my cousins were. So I would write something down, and then Fernando and Stacy would have to ask yes or no questions.
Yeah, so basically, she would come up with a word, whatever it was, like an item or like just a concept or whatever, and we would like go down the list and ask questions and be like, try to narrow it down to figure out what it was.
Well, we got really good at it because Mike was asking questions, and I was like, where are these gonna get you? They were asking me, is it alive? Can you eat
Is it
it?
alive?
Can you buy it in Walmart? Is it less than $20? Is it heavy?
Is
He
it
was
pocket size?
and he was like, those are good questions. Duh.
Yeah.
We played it like 20 times that night.
Yeah, we did. So we're starting to get really good. Literally, there was the same 5 questions at the beginning of it to figure out what it was. So
My first one was Snoop Dogg.
yeah, and it took us forever.
I thought about it a while ago, and I was like, I feel like that's left field enough. And they would be asking questions like, is it in a bathroom?
Can you step on it?
I was like, they wouldn't like it. Or like, in the bathroom, can it be in the bathroom? It can be. Is it in our bathroom? I don't think so.
Unless you're living a different lifestyle.
I was like, I severely doubt it, but I don't know if you're a life fan. Could be. I don't know.
Could be. But yeah, we were gonna include a segment of that in this.
Yeah, we thought it'd be
episode.
fun. But wait, right before, I want to say the one that almost got me kicked out of the friend group.
Oh God.
I came up with this one question and one word, and we can say it at the end. But, well, not the end of the episode, but the end after this. But I came up with this word, and I was like, "Oh, that's good. That's good." And they were like, "Is it alive? No.
No.
Is it tangible? No. Is it a concept? It's a concept of an idea." Because I was the worst person to come up with this because I am so like hyperfixated on that kind of thing. Like, because I think about it like things are not real. They were man-made. This was man-made. It doesn't have to exist. It really doesn't. People came up with it to describe this. So I was just tweaking out the questions. They would ask me something and I'm like, hold up, let me Google it. Is it in the car? It is right now.
Oh,
Oh, it's not anymore.
That, like, we were standstill, not moving, and we would be like, "Is it in the car?" Yes. Oh, it's not in the car anymore. What? We did not move.
I was crying.
Because we also asked like if it was on the periodic table,
It definitely is.
and it was, but we were like literally just sitting in the car. That question got asked multiple times because it was like, "Is it in the car now?" No.
Because it's something that can change.
Yeah, and it was literally while we were charging. So like the little fork. Well, I swear.
Yeah.
It was
The word was for.
the number was 4, and it kept like popping up on the screen. So that's why she was like, "It's gone."
And the thing is, that was so complicated because technically, numbers are made by man. And they're a concept. But once my boyfriend asked me, would anyone die if this was gone? Lives would be affected. But I think we'd be alright.
Yeah, you just probably like get rid of it and just
Like,
go
just
1, 2,
move.
3, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah. In time. And they were asking me if it can come in different colors. It is in the periodic table though. It is on every periodic
Technically it is, because we were like, what element is it? That
It was
keeps
the number 4.
literally when she kept going like back and forth like, oh, it's in the car, it's not in the car. We're like, is there a ghost? Like like is there something we're not seeing? Because how is it inside and outside the car? Like, I don't know.
Eventually, when I told them what it was, because they gave up, they didn't look that happy.
We're like,
They were kind of just staring off into space.
because here's the thing, when this is not a tangible item, I immediately lose it. I'm like, well, I have no idea what it could be.
But we figured we can start a new little segment in the podcast, at least for now.
Yeah.
And foreseeable episodes in which we play it. So I feel like that'd be fun.
And see if you get it first.
Yeah, you can or you cannot get it first. Because we're going to put it on the screen. We're going to put it on the camera. If you want to see it, great. If you don't, close your eyes and try to play with Fernando or me.
Okay.
Who's first?
You want to go first?
Sure. Okay, and we're making a new set of rules. We have to ask a question every 5 seconds. Because otherwise we can get very long-winded in this game.
Literally, like, I was so locked in when we were playing it that I missed like 4 exits.
I was sitting in the back looking at Fernando's like GPS screen, and he kept skipping the exits, and I was like, maybe he's just choosing to keep on going and finding the next one. And I was looking at it, and there was like 4 different X's that he missed. And then Stacy goes, "Why are you not turning?"
I was like, oh. I was like, I'm so locked in to figuring out this word. We were about to end up like 4 hours away.
It was Snoop Dogg.
It was
Snoop Dogg almost got us lost.
Okay. I have a word.
Okay, so if you don't want to see the word, like close your eyes and Fernando will tell you when it's okay.
Yeah. If you want to guess along, then don't look. Close your eyes if you don't want to see it. Okay, go.
Okay. Is it tangible?
Yes.
Is it in the room with us?
Yes.
It is.
Yeah.
Is it also in your room?
Yeah.
Is it the ceiling?
No.
You were looking up, I'm sorry. Can you buy it in Walmart?
Yeah.
Is it less than $20?
Yeah.
Can I eat it?
You can chew on it,
I can chew on it.
but probably not eat it.
No, eat it. Is it a set color?
No.
Okay. Have we talked about it?
No, because it's kind of random.
And you said it's in the room. Can you see it right now as you're sitting?
Yeah.
Shoot. Okay. Is it a teddy bear?
No.
Is it pocket size?
Yes.
Fernando has a problem with pocket size
I
things.
do. They're the hardest to find.
Is it a vape?
No.
Is it... you can chew on it. Is it a pen?
No.
Is it less than $10?
Yeah.
Oh, crap. Is it a lighter?
No.
Is it a picture?
Nope.
Is it a bag?
Nope.
Is it something that's sharp?
The edges are.
Is
Sometimes.
Is it made out of plastic?
Yeah.
Okay, it's made out of plastic. Is it a TV?
No.
Okay, the TV is not $20, Priscilla.
Under $10.
I'm gonna start chewing on it. I'm very bad at this game, by the way.
No, I am too.
And it's currently in the room with us.
Yes. Multiple.
Multiple?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, God.
Well, it can be made out of plastic and other materials. Commonly plastic, though.
Jeez. Okay. Is it something that Mike would own?
Yeah.
So everyone owns it.
Everyone owns it.
It's something that you take with you.
Yeah. You can take it with you.
But would you typically take it with you?
You'd
Let's say we were going to Speedway right now.
probably get it at Speedway.
I get it at Speedway, so you can buy it at a gas station.
Yeah.
Is it for decoration?
No. Some
Okay.
people might, I guess, but no.
And you can get it at Speedway.
Yeah.
Is it a mirror?
No.
You can't get a mirror at Speedway.
No. It'll be attached to something.
It'd be attached to something.
Mm-hmm.
What? I hate this game so much. Is it something you would think about every single day?
Yeah, pretty often. Not that I would think about it, but I would use it every single day.
You would use it every single day.
Yeah. You would too. Everyone probably would.
Everyone would.
Most people would, yeah.
It's not a window. You can't buy a window
No.
at the gas station.
It's also not less than $10.
Yeah, but you never know. You can find a sketchy man on the side of the road.
Do you want a hint?
Yes.
It's on the table.
We would point to a table, but we have alcohol up there. Are you sure?
Yes.
And it's not a phone case.
Nope.
And it's not your laptop, obviously.
No.
Okay, is it alcohol?
No.
It's not. Is it related to your phone?
Nope.
Is it related to your computer?
Nope.
I ran out of things on the table, man.
No, you did it.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure.
Does it have something to do with the mics?
No.
Does it have something to do with the podcast? Do we use it for the podcast?
We just used it a few seconds ago, yeah?
We used it a few seconds ago.
What's on the table?
It had nothing to do with your computer.
No.
At all.
Nope. Not the phone either.
Not the drinks either.
Mm-mm.
Not the stand.
The drinks, maybe.
Is it a lid?
There's another word for it.
Is it a cap?
It's a cap.
Jesus Christ!
It's a cap.
Great.
It comes in different materials.
Now imagine going through this for like 30 minutes and the answer being the number 4.
Exactly.
Okay.
Okay, your turn. Oh, God.
Oh, jeez. What do you mean, oh, God?
Because you're going to make something non-tangible and I'm going to be here for the next hour.
I'll make sure it's tangible. Okay, I'm about to put the word. If you want to play with Fernando, close your eyes. If you want to just sit here like me, then look at it. But I'm about to show it. Okay. Okay. If you're playing, open yours.
Okay. Is it tangible?
Yeah.
Is it in the room with us?
Yeah.
Is it alive?
No.
Does it come in different colors?
Yes.
Is it pocket size?
Yeah, you can put it in your pocket.
Is it heavy?
No.
Can you eat it?
No. You can chew on it.
Pocket size, sure. Is it made out of plastic?
It can be.
Do I own one of these?
I don't think so, actually.
Oh, okay. Is it on the desk right now?
No, it's not.
But it's in the room with us.
Yes, it is.
Okay. Do you use it in your daily routine?
I do if I lock in.
If you lock in.
That might be a really good clue, but...
I don't know. Is it in front of us?
Nope.
Is it behind us?
Nope.
Is it underneath us?
It's under the bed.
Oh, okay.
So even worse for you.
I was going to say. Okay, so it's pocket sized. Is it more than $10?
It can be.
It can be.
Yeah, it can be 50 cents or it can be $30.
Oh, okay, great.
Now that really scoped it down, huh? You
now
really
I know.
It puts a lot of pressure when you're the only one asking.
Exactly. That's what I was telling you. Is it normally metal?
No. No. It
Is
can
it wooden?
be. It's more typically wooden.
Wooden.
But it can be metal sometimes too.
Is it...
Depends on how bougie you are.
Is it something for the
Like-
cat?
No.
Is it something I can buy at Target?
Yeah.
Is it only used in special occasions?
Narrow it down. What do you mean by special occasions?
Like, I don't know, like a holiday?
No.
Let's see.
I'm waiting for Stacy to tell us if she guessed it before us or not.
Is it a household item? Like, is it
It's
common?
not commonly used as a household item, no.
Would you wear it?
No.
Okay.
You can put it in your pocket.
Well, that's true.
Me too. I was fighting for my life on my turn.
Fighting for my life. I don't know what else to ask.
Oh, do you want to bring a second party and have Mike in the corner try to guess with you?
Sure. My one phone line.
We have a phone line. Okay, so far, tell about you gathered.
Is a wooden item, but it can be plastic. It's
Also metal.
Also metal. It can be sharp on one side, but it doesn't have to be. It's underneath her bed.
Oh, he's gonna guess that one!
Oh.
Wait, pause. His phone line is my boyfriend Mike, the one that I always talk about.
What are the questions? It comes in different colors. It's about the size of a sheet of paper. She said you could put it in your pocket, but you can't fold it up. No.
Why would I have a knife under my bed?
Well, you don't know.
What do y'all be doing?
I don't know. Some people have knives.
Can you eat it?
You
You
can
can't-
chew it.
You can chew it, I guess. So, is it a solid? Can it come apart?
It's definitely a solid.
Okay.
Can it come apart? I guess some, but not typically. You typically don't want it to be apart.
Oh, but you
Typically white?
No, it can be any color.
it can be.
Canvas?
No.
That was a good one.
Is it part of your hobbies?
Yeah.
Is it a pencil?
No.
Oh. Well, I guess I wouldn't. Mm,
Nope.
No.
Just part of your hobbies.
You can't put a notebook in your pocket.
oh, wait.
And the small ones.
Yeah, the little one. You could have fit a notepad.
No, I have two or just one. That's not fair.
Is it a more recent hobby?
Is it like something artistic?
Yes.
Is
So
it
it's the main hobby.
Oh my
A
god, now we're...
paintbrush.
It is a paintbrush.
A paintbrush. Oh my god. He got it. I didn't.
After a while. But that's not fair to you because he knows the paintbrushes are held under the bed. You don't know
Oh,
that.
really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, I mean, if he wouldn't came in clutch with that, I would have.
You would have gone at some point.
I don't know, because I was running out of questions to ask. Well, that's the game. It's really fun.
It's really like time taking though. How long are...
Yeah, it was perfect at the restaurant because while we were waiting, we started playing it, and it makes time go like this.
I mean, when
Like,
we
you
were
won't-
driving, when our ride
Yeah.
seemed like 20 minutes because we couldn't figure out what it was.
Yeah, like, it's a fun game. Like, it's just like, it's so random, but it's fun. So, If you,
So that's a new segment.
it's a new segment. If you have people you can try with, try it. It's genuinely like, oddly enough, very fun, and it gets your mind running, like your brain running.
I realize how slow I think with this game.
Me too. But that was the segment.
So hopefully we're gonna try to do that. Hopefully we'll get better at it too.
Yeah, I feel like we'll get better questions to ask because I'm like what do I ask?
Okay, so we came up with the perfect topic for this podcast.
We got one more topic for y'all.
I mean, we always like drink in the episodes.
Yeah, this podcast is literally called Let's Get Tipsy, and it's not called that for like no reason. We literally, off camera, you can't see it, but we have drinks just to get a little bit tipsy. Not
Have
much than that.
Talk about some fun topics.
Random
because we
topics
can.
because we can. So we were just here like pondering, and we were like, oh, what was the first time that we had alcohol? Like for real, for real.
Like to the point that you got drunk.
Yeah.
Like actually like not in your own right correct mind drunk.
Yeah, and then it made us. Well, it made me. I don't know what your first time was, but it made me run back to a trip we had.
Yeah.
So let me give you some context. Basically,
We had a friend trip.
we had a friend trip because it was one of our friends' birthday.
And mind you, I've never been invited to this friend group. That's how me and Fernando and Stacy got close.
Yeah. So
I don't know why I got invited.
I don't know. It was kind of random, but
I was like, sure, I'll go. I'll do whatever.
usually when it's like one of our birthdays, we usually like to go out.
Yeah, except for last Fernando's birthday. I remember we locked him in the bathroom and he almost broke the door down.
Yeah, because I was like, why am I getting locked in here?
And really, we were all just preparing the cake and preparing the decorations and starting to sing happy birthday.
Right, because it was a normal night, and then suddenly I'm locked in the bathroom. We went with a couple of friends because it was a friend's birthday.
So we rented out an Airbnb and everything.
Yeah, and we were like, oh, well, obviously, let's have fun. We were getting ready to go to a club, and we had a couple drinks.
Like 2 hours before the club, somebody pulled out Pink Whitney.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, I've never tried it.
And instead of, shots, as you should treat liquor, me, Fernando, and Stacy were pouring Pink Whitney into glasses.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think Fernando's ever drinking Pink Whitney since.
I have,
Yeah.
but it's like it always triggers that memory. But yeah, this was my first time ever like drinking for real because like I never had been on my own, because usually whenever we went out somewhere that you were like gonna drink, I was the driver, so I was like, oh well, I can't. And then this time we had an Airbnb.
Do you even like doing that?
What?
Being the driver?
I like
Do you
to
want
drive.
one of us to take the wheel sometimes?
No, I like to drive in certain scenarios, like when we're going out clubbing. It depends, like how I'm feeling that night. But usually, I like to drive because sometimes it scares me when other people drive. So yeah, since I usually drive, I'm not usually drinking. But this time we were at the Airbnb and
We were Ubering.
yeah, we were. Well, at this occasion, one of our friends hadn't drank, so she drove us there. And I was like, okay, perfect. So it was my first time having Pink Whitney as well.
Which is crazy to be taking like straight cups of liquor. Like I knew the consequences.
Yeah, and I didn't at the time because I
You
was
were
like,
oh, they're drinking cups of liquor. I can drink cups of liquor.
yeah, because I was like, I don't know what my limit is. So like, we're about to test it. Anyways, we arrived to the club fine. We get into the club, but then it was like kind of boring, so we left. We went back to the Airbnb, and at the Airbnb, Stacy was the one that brought out the 1800.
Really?
She was like, "Oh, y'all want shots?" And I was
Yeah,
like,
no. At this point, we were at the club and I didn't know what was happening. That's why whenever we were done with the trip, I was like, "Does anyone have pictures? I wanted receipts. I wanted to know what I did."
Yeah, I don't know everything that happened, because once we got back to the Airbnb, Stacey was like, "Oh, does anybody want shots?" And I was like, "Sure." Tell me why she gets a regular cup and fills it like halfway, and she's like, "Here's your shot."
And the fact that you couldn't taste it, that just says something.
Exactly, because when we went to the club, obviously I had drunken Pink Whitney, and I was filling it. But then after the club, I was like, "Oh, it's like dying down already." But then we got back.
Thing is, your alcohol accumulates.
Yeah,
It doesn't
exactly.
leave your system. It leaves your brain, but your system's
Yeah,
still there.
exactly. And she was like, "Oh, like let's take shots." And then she pours me like half a cup for a shot. And then one thing led to another, and
Fernando was in the bathtub.
I was in the bathtub because they were like, "Okay, well, let's go to bed now," and I was like, because our bedrooms were up the stairs, and I was like, "I'm sorry to tell you, but there's no way I'm getting up the stairs. I cannot see."
And there was my me drunk as hell, like tapping Fernando in the shoulder as he's in the bathtub trying to die. And I'm like, it's okay, man.
It's okay. Meanwhile, she's on the same level. And because I got in the bathtub because I was like, I want water on my face to like clear my vision or like kind of like, you know, just to get water on my face. And they were like, no. And then apparently someone had threw up in the tub, but they wouldn't tell me that. Nobody told me that. I just got in the tub and then they were like, "Oh." So that happened, and then the next morning
We were the only ones in the house.
we were only ones in the house because they were planning to go to like
An amusement park.
an amusement park, and I was like, yeah, we're not doing that.
Yeah, me, Stacey, and Fernando were like, I don't know if Stacey stayed out of solidarity, but me and Fernando were not
Yeah.
okay to keep along.
Yeah, we weren't. But oddly enough, it wasn't like the next day wasn't too bad.
Oh no, I woke up late, but I didn't wake up hungover.
Me neither. Like I woke up like I had a mild like headache, but then I don't know if it was Stacey or something. She was like, "Oh, I got some like something you can take." And then I was good for the rest of the day. We ordered like food to the house, and we were just chilling, watching movies or whatever. But that was my first time. But I'm sorry to the people that were there
Me too,
that we
man.
traumatized.
Me too. There's a video. You should stick that video up there. I'll send it to you. It's the one that they were carrying me up the stairs.
Oh,
My
oh.
arms and legs.
Well, because that was the first night.
That was night one, but I had brought my drinks with me because I was like, I don't know how lit we're getting, but I'm very socially anxious, so I need to be lit either way.
And you got lit. And
I
then
sure did. But the thing is, I got there like at 7, so I had like 5 hours to get lit before you got there.
yeah, because I got there later because I went after work and it was already like late. And
I got there like at 7.
and then yeah, when I got there, Pre was already lit. Literally, I think I walked in and you and someone else were like laying on the ground.
Me and the guy.
Y'all were laying on the ground like in front of the door by the stairs.
I remember that.
I'm like, what's going on here? And then yeah, that was a crazy, like that's a trip that it literally keeps it keeps brought up. Like our friends are always like, so yeah, remember that? Hell yeah, we remember that. We don't want to.
It was a good trip though, but
It was a good
I wish I
trip.
could remember more of it.
I wish I could remember. Yeah, because I don't know what happened throughout the night after like that happened, and yeah, and like I said, sorry to those people that were there.
Bro, I apologize
We
to you
traumatized.
and everyone.
I apologize
that was
to
there.
you and everyone else. This is the formal apology. This is our first apology video.
But we never apologized to them personally. I have.
I don't think I did either.
But
Because I was
hey,
like, because I was kind of more so like, what happened?
if y'all were in the trip, I'm so sorry y'all invited me.
And I'm so sorry that I took advantage of that opportunity and ran with it. But yeah, we've learned our limits since. So
A lot better. I guess we're older now.
yeah, we're also older, so like we can't be doing that.
Yeah, that's kind of embarrassing at that point.
Yeah,
It
if
was
you
like,
get to that
damn.
point, like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
But what was your first time?
So the first time I got drunk, I was drunk by a family member. She kept feeding me drinks, and it was the first time I was drinking. And I remember just like, it was pineapple juice, and it was like a bunch of other drinks in there.
Oh God.
And obviously I was young, so I didn't know my limit either.
Yeah.
So I was just drinking casually. It was the middle, like, I think it was Thanksgiving,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
but it was cold. And thing is, my aunt was my neighbor at the time,
Mm-hmm.
so we just walked home. However, it didn't hit me until I got home.
Oh no.
So I got home, the amount of messages I sent to people,
Oh no.
not even messages, Snapchat videos.
Videos is crazy.
And I don't even know what they were. I don't even want to know what they were.
No thanks.
But I remember at one point my phone died and I was like, where's my charger? My charger was at my aunt's house. So hear me in a tank top and shorts, walking in 15-degree weather to go get my charger. Nobody batted an eye at me. Everybody was passed out on the couch.
Oh
I walked back to my house and I'm still texting people.
Oh no.
It was just a little bit traumatizing, but I was just like, okay.
Yeah, I mean, my story was traumatizing too. Like we said, sorry, but yeah, I mean, it's crazy.
I know, right? But we do have to wrap it up. If we ever want to elaborate, we can into specific stories. But I feel like we yapped enough.
I think that was a good run. I say that every time, but I feel like we did. So yeah, I mean, if you guys want to follow us or like want to see
More of us,
you
can follow us
you can follow us on Instagram and TikTok at Let's Get Tipsy Podcast
and Twitter
and YouTube.
and YouTube at Let's Get Tipsy Pod.
Everything will be linked down below as always, so you can just find it there.
Oh, you can find Fernando's personal Instagram
At Fernando M643 and
me, Lovely Priscilla, with 2 Y's because I done reactivated it because TikTok is back.
yeah. So those will also be linked down below, wherever you're listening, wherever you're watching. But yeah,
Fun episode.
Don't drink and drive. Drink
responsibly.
responsibly, and we'll see you guys in the next one.
Bye.
Bye.